Supposed to shrink to this spot on the floor. And I think that really will help Karl Anthony Towns and Andrew Wiggins really take their next step and become winning NBA players.
Also out there is Nikola Radicevic, the rookie from Serbia, who they have some hopes for. Nice floater there.
And, you know, you look at these Minnesota kids, and they're trying to, do they get a two-way contract? Do they get a look at internationally for a contract? And then Marcus Page still's got a chance to get in this league.
That's a nice move right there. High off the glass. Page using his body to shield the defend with the foul.
Marcus Page, kind of a crafty point guard. It's interesting because Patton's a kid who redshirted his freshman year at Creighton. 7-footer redshirted. And then this year basically blew up. There's so many opportunities to play, and I'd be interested to know the number of international scouts in attendance for these games. So I think what happens with the new two-way contract, you've got another opportunity.
Right.
And that's an interesting thing. 45 days with that team. He has a good feel, really good in ball screen situations.
Shot clock winding down. Williams, tough turnaround shot, gets it to go as the shot clock expires. Nice move from C.J. Williams. Ankle injury does not appear to be serious. He was walking without a limp today. As Burton fouls, Hernangomez, a chance for a 4-point play as he got hit beyond the arc.
Here lifted the defender, a little bump right there to create some space. Where does he guard? He's got to be more aggressive and work harder offensively.
Page lines it up. Good looking jumper there from Page. His third field goal, first from three. He's got 7 points. Morris kicks it out. Hernangomez off the dribble. Difficult shot. Gets it a fall. He's already been to the free throw line a bunch as Denver trails by 4.
Horrific footwork, and he's engaged in the game.
Burton misses. Down the other end. Morris counting and a foul. Minnesota leading by 4. Jefferson, nice little spin move from the former Duke Blue Devil.
He's a blend guy that defends, is active. He was kind of the back line for them. Is so long in the NBA.
There really is such a thing as the rookie wall for a lot of guys. Oh, nice move that time from Beasley.
Well, obviously, when you can add a player like Jimmy Butler, it changes things. He's an elite player, so we were very excited to get him.
This guy, Taj Gibson, who, when you coached him in Chicago, I think you remember you said he may have been one of the best practice players you've ever coached. And that obviously can't get much better than Taj Gibson.
Well, that's the best leadership that you can have, are the things that you do each and every day. And he's one of those guys who bounces into the gym. He's got high energy. I think the challenge is to be a complete player. And I think you can't overlook the steps that players take to get to an elite level. And I think, sometimes we tend to measure guys against somebody that's been in the league 6 or 7 years. So I think with Andrew and Karl, so I think that adds a lot to your team. And of course, with the big games that Jimmy's been in, that all plays a big part of this, where you have a chance to win one.
3.5 remaining here in this second quarter. Tom Thibodeau with us for a couple of more minutes as Beasley knocks down the three-pointer. Second quarter, Malik Beasley steps back and knocks down another three-pointer. Beasley having a fine game, trying not just to make an impression from Minnesota, but it's going to be tough for them to make the team. Oh, beautiful pass inside on the finish. Henry Sims.
Georgetown Hoya Sims has thrown this pass a couple of times. Terrific job. Dribble at the defender, open up the lane.
Former Hoya, and there's the steal. Hernangomez, a lazy pass that time from Page, and an easy 2. Ellis, nice soft touch and a good pass from Costello. Randolph, contested shot, gets it to go as the shot clock expired. He was just inside the arc.
Nice job, Randolph. Little rhythm dribble, jumps up, knocks down to 3. Well, Randolph's got a good feel to understand and play to his strengths. He doesn't try to put it on the ground a great deal, but he finds ways to be in the gap, be shot ready, and understand spacing.
Robert Carter makes his move, his third field goal. Nice crossover. C.J. Williams to the basket.
C.J. Williams celebrating that basket.
Page has it poked away from behind by Beasley.
Grant the athleticism and the length at this league at all positions.
Oh, sweet pass. Winds it back out, and another good-looking jumper from Randolph. Hoping to land in the NBA this year. This is the Summer League, the Tournament of Dreams. Play from Page. Page finds inside. Putney has it stripped. Morris, good hands to prevent what would have been a layup. And then Page drills the jumper. A three-pointer, his second.
Cutting and selling the cut and finishing the cut.
Randolph, nice feed inside. Leiden, though, with a blocked shot. Hernan Gomez comes up hobbling a little bit.
Is he in NBA shape?
He's had some decent moments. Oh, Costello got a nice feed. And Beasley helpless there defensively.
It's this cut up. Marcus Page with his head up. Drags the defender. Costello with the punch.
We're 3 years at Michigan State, right?
No, 2. I was there.
Okay. So 2 years at Michigan State. But it's a big change. Nice feed inside there for Cook.
You know, everybody used to be in the man. Everybody out here can play. But, you know, that's not necessarily the case for the team you're trying to make. Coach is not having it. He's not having that at all.
I mean, you talk about figuring it out. You really started to do that at your best year last year.
Three things. Page's shot, Jenkins' shot, and then Jay Wright's reaction.
Off the bench?
I think the one thing, guys that want to get back in the league, they've got to get themselves in world-class condition. And you saw that with James Johnson getting this huge contract in Miami. What's the difference?
Craig, bad pass. Stolen by Burton. Wild shot thrown up by Ellis.
Back in the day at Forest Hills, you could be walking in Forest Hills. You could walk right by the best players in the world and ask them for an autograph.
The other fellow who've been watching, obviously paying a lot of close attention to, is Malik Beasley, who looks like he's, I mean, it's obviously against summer league competition. Nice college player, real point guard, did some great things in college. What does he have to do to make in the NBA?
Well, I think the biggest thing for him is he's going to be able to make an open shot.
A great job teaching ball screen offense and making all the right reads and playing off of space. And physically, he's got to get stronger to be able to guard the guards he's going to have to guard. The league is so young. What's the challenge?
You know, I tell all these guys when they come, I told Jamal when we drafted him, your greatest challenge is going to be body, physicality.
The league is so young. What's the challenge?
You know, I tell all these guys when they come, I told Jamal when we drafted him, your greatest challenge is going to be body, physicality. You know, at this level in the NBA, finding ways to, you know, we struggled winning close games last year, and that comes with a lot of youth. Guys have to learn how to close out games and learn how to win. And once they do that.
Now here with Denver, how proud is your dad, who spent a lifetime coaching, to see his son be a head coach in the NBA?
And my mother. Body, physicality. Can you get through an NBA season, 82 games? The travel. He came up to me after game 30, says, Coach, we got 50 games to go. I just finished up my college season.
Won't go. Oh, nice block shot. Quickly get back C.J. Williams with a good defensive effort. He brings it up. David Walker in the game for the first time. Walker turns it over.
Howard Memorial High School.
Memorial, that's right. New York City.
And we know who went there.
Lou Alcindor.
Lou Alcindor. Before he was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Heard some good leadership stuff. And he's going to come and join us after the break as Minnesota gets their first win as they defeat the Denver Nuggets.